Hi guys, it is Christmas Eve and I'm about to go to Trader Joe's just to pick up some things I need for Christmas. I'm actually not in San Diego right now where I live. I'm in LA taking care of my puppy nephew, Jace, who I'll show right here. There's Jace, aka Jason, because sometimes he's just a nightmare, isn't that right? And it's just a lonely Christmas this year. Christmas is so weird because everyone is kind of in the same boat. Like, no one's with their family. Everyone is just kind of like, is it really? Like, are we really doing things this way? And unfortunately we are. So I'm just gonna go pick up like a little list of things I had. Nothing Christmas like themed, but just like little things that I need before everything shuts down for the holidays. And that's that. We'll talk when I get home, but for now, let's go to Trader Joe's. Okay, Trader Joe's is done. That was a long line, but I just decided, like, I'm already here, just wait in the line. Practice patience, and that is probably my theme for 2021. Now that I just say it out loud, practice patience. Practice patience. That's a mantra right there. Now I'm gonna do something very, very shameful and go to Starbucks. Funny story. Okay, story time. I went to Starbucks yesterday, had not coughed all day. Not once, not twice, didn't cough all day. I go to Starbucks to order just a simple drink. I'm even in line for like 5 minutes, don't cough. I go to open my mouth to say I would like a cafe misto, right? And I start coughing uncontrollably. I just start coughing and I'm trying to talk through the coughs and I'm just like, wow, the betrayal. So she's like new there, so she's like asking me several questions like, okay, what size? And I'm just like, dude, I can't breathe because I'm coughing. Can you just put something in? I don't even care if it's wrong at this point. I can't stop coughing. I just want to go to the side. So then she's like, any syrups, anything else? And I'm like, dude, I can't even talk because I keep coughing. And it's like a tickle in my throat. It's like maybe lint or something from my mask because I'm wearing a fabric mask yesterday. And I'm just like, dude, you can't convince anyone that you don't have corona when you can't stop coughing. And turns out my bank blocked my card because I'm in LA, not San Diego. So they thought it was suspicious activity. And my card doesn't work, so I just go to the side, still coughing, trying to figure it out, still coughing, and I just go home because I'm just so ashamed. So I say all that to say I'm gonna go back to Starbucks and try again, except I'm gonna mobile order this time. I'm not gonna get up there and ask for I'm just gonna go pick it up and walk away. We have so much to talk about. I mean, I feel like I've let you guys down. I feel like yeah, we'll talk about it. Back home, got the dirty laundry there. Please ignore that. We have the groceries. And let me show you what I got. Nothing special, honestly. Trader Joe's non-crackers. These are super good if you have like hummus or like some cheese and you want to just kind of snacky snack. Love these. Oatmeal, because that's just the easiest breakfast ever. The eggnog for Christmas. My boyfriend's never had these. My boyfriend's never had eggnog, so we're gonna try that out. I haven't had it in a while. Blueberry waffles, because we're probably gonna cook breakfast tomorrow. Nothing major, but just a little something. Chicken sausage, apple flavored. Sweet apple with Vermont maple syrup. Trader Joe's lemonade. I think this compares to Chick-fil-A's lemonade because this is pretty good. It compares, it's up there with Chick-fil-A's lemonade and it's also up there with Starbucks lemonade. Spinach, because you can never go wrong with spinach. Salami to go with the crackers. lemons, because what's tea without lemon? And good old eggs, because that's just what I'm made of these days. Eggs, because that's all I eat. Which I would have never thought I would say, because as a kid, I did not like eggs. I hated eggs. I felt like they tasted like... The way I used to describe it as a kid was that it tastes like animal. And I thought the same thing about milk. I was like, it just tastes like outside. It just tastes nasty. Did anybody else have that same sentiment growing up? Because even now, I don't eat scrambled eggs because it's just too eggy for me. But if you put a lot of vegetables in it and maybe add some of like the, you know, the acidic flavors from the tomato, I'll eat it. But I'm not gonna just eat a plain egg unless it's boiled. And even then, it needs to have some type of like sauce on it. Okay, this is my receipt. All right, so I'm gonna put this away, take Jace for a little walk, and then it's time for me and you. Where does one begin? So it's officially been, I think, 9 months since I've been back in Bali, which is mind-blowing to think about. I had no intentions of leaving Bali and staying here in the States. Like, I had no idea that this is what life would be. So I kind of want to give you a rundown. Like I said, I feel like I kind of let you guys down because I don't record my life as it's happening. I don't just turn on a camera whether I'm feeling sad, mad, anxious. Like, I really do just live my life just like anybody else, which I guess I'm trying to change, but at the same time, I just understand that I have to take care of myself before I can, you know, do anything else. And I don't want it to come across on camera that I'm feeling empty. And that's kind of how I was feeling in the beginning of quarantine. In March, I came back home. My lease ended in Bali at the end of February. So I had plans to bounce around Southeast Asia and take you guys along with me. So that's why I don't have my place in Bali anymore. For those who are asking, like, do I still have my house? No, my lease ended in March. My lease ended in February, and I was going to take off in March. My brother graduated this year from college, and I knew I was gonna come back to the States to see that in May. So I was gonna travel from March to May, and when the news of the virus started to come about, I felt like it was something to be, you know, cautious of, because I was in that part of the world where at first, you know, it was starting to circulate. But then, you know, cases in America started to go up, and the news started to, you know, go crazy everywhere. So I decided it would be smart to cut my plans to travel all over Asia, because obviously I didn't want to come in contact with new people all the time. I didn't want to stay in public places just because I felt like that would up my chances of getting sick. So I came back because I didn't want to risk the chances of getting sick, nor did I want to risk the chance of not being able to get back into the country to see my brother graduate. And at first they were saying 3-week lockdown, and I truly believed it would be a short-lived thing, because even in Asia, it wasn't, people were taking it seriously, but it didn't seem like it was gonna be life-changing at the time. So I came back and I was like, you know, I had plans to stay for my brother's graduation, to see friends and family, to attend a conference. So I came back with the intent of staying for just a little bit and then possibly returning in September or October. So when the news kept getting worse and worse, I truly started to lose it. I really never thought in a million years we would be in a predicament where travel was off the table. Like, completely, like, you cannot travel. And like, I never thought there'd be a predicament where if I said, hey, I want to travel, someone said, no, you can't. I thought if I ever wanted to stop traveling, it would be on my own conditions. So I sit here and I'm grateful because I did do a lot of traveling in 2018 and 2019. I did a lot of traveling, like pretty much every week. If you guys had been following me for a while, you know I was in a new country every week for a long time. So I'm really grateful that I got a lot of traveling out of the way, but at the same time, I was on a roll. I was doing that full time. I was always on the go. So just to hear like, you know, we're gonna be on lockdown until July, we're gonna be on lockdown till August, I was starting to lose it. I was really starting to, because I also had the expectation of like, okay, July, all we gotta do is wait till July 4th and then we'll be off lockdown. And then it goes back further, and it goes back further, and then it goes back further. So I really started to get depressed. And I'm not just saying like, oh, I was sad. I mean, I was really, really in a dark space. And it was hard for me. And I know I did an update video back in May where I was like doing my makeup. Even then, I was in the thick of that really deep sadness. So as you can imagine, without traveling and me being here in LA, not knowing what was gonna happen, I felt like, well, what am I supposed to record? Well, what am I supposed to post about on Instagram? I have nothing to talk about because what I do is no longer available to me. So that is kind of why I went silent on social media. And then there's also another reason that I'll mention later on. So I would say I started to let go of expectations to be able to return back to Bali and to do all these things in July. I was like, you know, I'll have my chance, but it's just that right now, let's just enjoy the lockdown and whatever for what it is. And many of you asked me what I do now. I was in LA from March until, I want to say September, living with my sister. I thought that I would go back to Bali in October. I bought a plane ticket for October 8th, one-way ticket, and when they announced in September that Bali was closed until 2021, I canceled my ticket and was like, well, that is a done deal. So I was here and I have been working full-time. I work in tech, which is a field that I never really explored before, but thinking about it now, I'm definitely really tech savvy and I know my way around software and coding, and I'm really happy about this opportunity. I'm really excited to continue to learn, and it just affords me the flexibility, stability, and opportunity to continue to learn, and I really, really enjoy what I'm doing now. Did I plan to be in the States doing it? No, but at the same time, I'm blessed because this is a very uncertain time for so many people, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. So that's what I was doing from March to September in LA, pretty much in lockdown, just working. And then September, I started, I guess, officially dating my partner. This is embarrassing. I started officially dating my partner and decided to move out to San Diego to be closer to my partner. Also because LA, I just absolutely do not like LA at all. I think it's dirty. I just think it doesn't fit my personality. So I moved to San Diego because I'd been visiting a couple times and had been already thinking about it. And I've been there since, pretty much. I have my place out in San Diego, which I'll show you guys in another video. And I still work full-time there. I have my own little space. And yeah, I guess that's just my life now, working and enjoying California. I also have been hanging out with one of my closest friends from Bali, who you might know from previous videos, Kate. She lives not too far from me, and we've just been holding each other really, we've just been uplifting each other during this lockdown because it's been a huge process for both of us. She left Bali earlier this year and then I left right after her. So she can really relate to me and what I'm going through. So I'm really lucky to have Kate and my partner, and then also my sister. They have really just been huge sources of support for me during this pandemic. I had to celebrate my birthday here, in California, which I wasn't expecting, but we did that. I've been going on trips here and there. I've been going to some of the national parks. I started riding a mountain bike and just, you know, trying to get back to some basics so that I don't completely lose my mind. But I realized in the process of that, I've been kind of lost on what my role in the world is and how I'm going to impact other people and how I'm going to influence other people, because I think in the grand scheme of things, that's all I want to do with my life. I just want to have an impact in whatever regard that may be, whether that be here on YouTube, whether that be on Instagram, whether that be in Trader Joe's. I don't care. I just want to make an impact, and I know to do that I have to start. So I'm hoping today just presents a new opportunity to start and to really foster this community and foster you and to encourage you and to just continue to feed into one another. So I know I don't owe you an apology, but I do want to apologize for just leaving you guys hanging, because I do see the comments and I do see you guys supporting me, and I do see the subscribes, and I'm just like, man, you know, like, there's still so much work and so much opportunity for you there, Bria, for you to inspire people, and you don't let this opportunity pass you by. So that's where I've been with that, and it would really help me out if you tell me what you want to see. Given the circumstances that I can't travel, given that I still have this wealth of knowledge about travel, right? Like, that's not gone. What can I do to help you? What can I do to encourage you? And I want to do that. So that's kind of where I am with Bali. I do hope to go back in 2021. Will it be full-time? I don't know. I really like the idea of living bicontinental. I want to spend time here in California, but I also want to spend time in Asia. So if I can do both, that's what I'm trying to do next year. And I hope that I can even kind of create some type of niche to show people how to live in two places at once. Wraps and Whatever also has taken a bit of a backseat because 2020 was also a year that I wanted to do a little bit more expanding, go to different places and create new partnerships with different groups. And unfortunately, I'm not someone who can just work over the internet and order things and expect it to show up the way I wanted it to. I like to have a hands-on approach, and that's really what makes Wraps and Whatever Wraps and Whatever. It's a real handmade from the heart product, and I'm not gonna put out anything if I can't put my all into it. And I know patience is everything. I really just wanted to let you guys know honestly and truly where I was. And I also just want to take a little bit of a turn. I want to be a little bit more of a lifestyle, I don't even want to say the word influencer because I'm not an influencer. I'm just Brie. I'm just your friend. So I really do want to take more of a lifestyle approach because I just know we're experiencing some of the same things. I just know, like, you're going through things, I'm going through things, and this is definitely a place where we can all turn into one another and lift each other up, and that's all I really want to be. So the last thing I will say, which this is fairly recent, but I do want to mention it. Another reason I have not been on social media is because I decided 2020 would be a good opportunity for me to explore if I wanted to go back into the workforce. I thought it would be a good opportunity to see if I could pursue a goal of mine to be a diplomat, to be a government worker again and work in foreign policy. So I did spend a couple months applying for a fellowship, a very competitive fellowship that unfortunately and to my surprise I did not receive. And the nature of these types of applications, you eventually go through a security check where they, you know, check everything they can about you to figure out who you are. And I didn't feel comfortable posting on social media and just kind of feeding into that long catalog of things they'd have to look through. Not that I have anything bad on the internet, but I thought, like, hey, let me just like chill and let me just, you know, focus on this application rather than posting more content. But now that that is not in the cards for me right now, I'm gonna continue to just foster you guys to continue to post things online about travel and safe travel and how to do it, because that really is my passion. And when I think about the happiest time of my life, I think about when I first started in 2018, when I first launched the Pint-Sized Traveler, and I was posting all the time, storytelling and just interacting with you guys and just smiling just 24/7 because I was doing what made me happy. So I will say, seeing you guys comment and not putting anything up online has made me feel like, oh God, like I gotta do something. So if I haven't responded to your comment yet, I will respond to it, so be on the lookout for that. But if you have any other questions, let me know and I'll answer those. But in the meantime, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.